Okay, so we're gonna take a look at this hammock, kind of show you some of the details of it. This is a gathered in hammock. I've put silicone on those seams in there, so you know, we don't really know how it's gonna work out here. I've siliconed the seams, like there's a seam there, it's got silicone on it in there. Basically all the seams. There's a bar that goes across, the top, this top bar comes down and it goes into, you can kind of see it bulging out here a little bit. It's going into a sleeve in there that's made of gross grain ribbon. And then I've got like tan on the bottom, it's green color on the top. Same thing over here, the bar is coming across the top and comes down, and you can see it kind of poking right there. It's in that gross grain sleeve. Here's another one of those seams that's a number of seams coming together here. You can see they're all sealed and hand done, you know, it's not perfect at all. Comes back to a point here where we've got a gross grain ribbon tied off, seamed, silicone seamed there, and another bar that's coming in here that's in a gross grain sleeve in underneath the top there, and it goes straight across and comes over to, here's the entry, it's a zipper. There's a pocket here, and that other bar, you can see it going across there. It goes through a little secure thing, a Velcro thing to keep it from flopping over, basically, and then comes to the point here. It doesn't go all the way to the roof. It's about a foot short of the ceiling from here up to here. It's probably a foot, so it's just kind of a low span there. You can see. And then you can see there's the shelf over there, the triangle that starts about here and goes back to there. There's another pocket right here for stuff. I've got my sleeping bag in here and a pad. There's that pole coming down to a sleeve that's just sewn into the fabric. There's the zipper. I've got netting here. Now there is a spot in the netting right here where this is an open hole to outside. That could be shrunk up, but right now that's the way it is. So you've got like a 3-inch square hole there where bugs could get through right now. So if you were really serious about that, you might try to come up with a solution on how to fill that hole. Maybe just stuff a glove in there or something. So I'm going to zip this up. I'm going to set the camera down for a second. I want to make sure I get the zipper all the way closed, because we're going to run the sprinkler on this thing. So I've got it all, you know, the green part basically hangs over the tan part. Hopefully it's good enough that the water doesn't sprinkle into the vent along there, and hopefully I've got all the seams sealed well enough. So here we go. We're gonna run some water. If I can get that thing to go. Put the camera down again. Okay, so that's a lot of water. So I might turn that down a bit because it's going really wide, but I'm going to mark the time and run this sprinkler for probably like 20 minutes and then get back to you. Okay, so to make this test real official, I'm going to get in the hammock while it's raining. So I'm wearing a raincoat right now, and I'm just going to walk And this camera is waterproof, so you can see water dribbling off the, I don't know why that just, water started dribbling out of there. I hadn't even touched the hammock yet, but there's a big puddle of water in there. So I'm approaching the hammock. I'm getting totally wet now. You can see the spots coming on my feet and legs. But I'm going to try to get in the hammock as if I was out in the woods and it was actually raining this hard in the woods. This would be a terrible situation to be in. I'm going to set the camera on the ladder for a minute. I would be super distressed at this point. I was in the woods and it was raining like this and I was trying to get in. So here we go. I'm unzipping it. I'm trying to keep the bottom part from sticking out too much. I'm getting underneath. As I'm crawling into the hammock, you can hear the water just pounding down. Okay, I'm taking my shoes off, trying to keep them underneath the hammock, even though they're wet. But okay, now I'm entering the hammock. It's hard to do. Hold the camera at the same time. Zipping it up, and now I'm in the hammock. Okay. You can see some moisture got on this mesh here. I don't know if that was from when I just got in or what. It's pretty dry in here right now. You can see, I don't know how well lens is working right now, but I don't see any moisture inside. Of course, there's a big, I don't know if I can zoom in on that. There's kind of a puddle hanging in there. It's nerve-wracking. There's a puddle hanging right there. That's, you know, right where your feet would be. My toe is currently, the only thing between it and the water is the little nylon there. Kind of weird. But I don't see any water getting me anywhere. Here's another big puddle right here by your head. See? But no water in here, really, none at all. The only place there's moisture so far is kind of around the door where I came in. Okay, I'm going to turn this camera off and I'm going to hang out here a few more minutes and then I'm going to get out and then I'm going to turn the water off and show you what it looks like after that. Okay, to show you the moisture, I turned the water off a while back. I had to get in there to get my camera out. So I had to, you know, there was puddles in these parts, you know, definitely there were puddles in the ceiling, but in here it was largely dry. I mean, there basically was no moisture penetration anywhere. The only place I had moisture was by the door. You can see some moisture there, and some moisture there, and some moisture there. and a little bit of moisture on the bottom of the pad, but there's no puddle or anything. Just a little bit of moisture. And I think that, you know, when I stepped in here, I had a raincoat on. It was raining, you know, when I stepped in there, and so I would have had water just dripping off my raincoat after getting in there. So I think all in all, given the type of test this was, even though it was short, the fact that I got in there while it was raining with the big raincoat on shows that it really held up quite well, I think. I wouldn't use it for, if I knew it was going to be real stormy weather, I would try something better. But if it's just a chance showers or something in the summer or in the shoulder season, I would feel real comfortable in this. Okay, there you go.